good evening and welcome to another VW show. I'll be completely honest, I don't know whether I'm coming or going tonight. I haven't been home long. I had to go shopping and do some stuff and do my washing. And I don't know about you, but these lighter evenings have just really thrown me. I know it's still the same time, but it doesn't feel like I've got long enough to set up. Anyway, we're going to be doing issue 41 tonight. Not a massive issue really, but it's an issue. So let me go through some of these comments. So we've got Steve131 says evening, Sir Alex, and good people of chat. So good evening, Steve. How are you? Danno Builds says good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex. Have a great show. Thank you, Dave Matt. And Dave says evening, Steve131. Danno Builds says, sorry, went off last night before the end of the show. My internet went off and it only came back on this morning. Oh, that's all right. No worries. It can't be helped. Yeah. Neil says, good evening, Alex and the gang. So, yeah, good evening, Neil. How are you? And Todd says, hello, good evening, all. Hi, Todd. How are you? Yeah, so what were these, these light evenings we got? I don't know whether I'm coming or going. It's just weird. I mean, admittedly, I don't normally do shopping on a Friday, so that's probably what it is. I'm sure what it is, but it just doesn't feel normal. Right, so we're going to be doing issue 41 tonight, and yeah, I'll move the camera down, and then we'll go through what we get. So again, we're like an issue ahead, but parts behind sort of thing. Or parts ahead. Oh, parts ahead, issue behind, should I say. So, there we go. So, we've got issue 41. And it is a crankcase parts and assembly of the spare wheel. So, here are the parts. So, we won't be needing these this week. Some engine parts in there, which is cool. So it does go through the parts. So we've got the crankcase that are left and right, which are in there. That's got an R on it, and that's got an L on it. L and R. We've got the left push rod and right push rod tubes, and they are those two pieces just in there. Then we've got the crankcase rear, which is this part. And then we've got some 2.3 by 4 mil screws, BPO 6. And they are in there. But as I say, I won't be opening this. Now, the strange thing is, when I was going through the parts, I come across this. Issue 35. Now, we did this. It's the spare wheel cover. So they obviously doubled up in the pack and I didn't notice. So they sent us 2 of these in this pack. So yeah, got a spare one. So yeah, I just pulled it out and I was like, what? We've done that? Unless there's another one somewhere, of course. But and then the assembly diagram is we're just putting a wheel together. So we're going to want the tyre from 39, which I have here, and I've already pre-soaked it in some hot water just to make it more soft. So that is cooking away. And then part 40, which is the actual rim itself, which we've got here. So let's have a look. So Dear Swans Vintage says, hi, Horlixs, hope you have a great build. Say hi to Sherry, she is watching. Oh, good, right, okay. Oh, let me get rid of this. I don't know the sign language, but hello, Sherry, how are you? I must learn, I'm sure you've told me before, but yeah, hello. I'm on the telly. Dave's having a night off tonight. Yeah, hi, Sherry. That's, Ian Campbell says hello, or hi, Ian. How are you? How are you? Dave McBill says evening to Neil, Todd and DS Models Vintage, and Ian Campbell. Neil says evening to Dave Mac. And Kenneth says afternoon from Georgia, and hello everyone. How's your day so far? But yeah, not too bad. Yeah, just been at work, went shopping, got home, not had a chance to breathe, and then I'm live. But there's not a lot to do in this, so, and it's Friday. So what was I going to say? So let me just get this out. I've had so the first thing is, those of you who may have missed the stream earlier in the week, I was unsure if I was going to be able to carry on with this build. It all turns out it should be absolutely fine, so I'm going to carry on as I am. I've managed to sort a few things out. So yeah, hopefully the future is looking brighter. But anything can change. You know, it's so difficult, this world. And just everything going up, and everyone's in the same boat. It's mad. But I've got my next pack through, which I'm really excited about. I will give you little spoilers. We've got some red shiny metal, really heavy. Pipes, engine components, belts, pulleys. Yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into those. Oh dear, excuse me. Yeah, so and also with this pack, I got another free gift, which is the enamel mug, and that looks really cool. I've already had a look. It's a tin mug, tin enamel mug, and that's yeah, beautiful. Look at that sign on there. So South California 1, and then we've got the camper there rolling along. It must be one of the new vehicles that are driverless, because there's no driver in it. And yeah, Volkswagen on the road since 1950. So yeah, that's cool. It's actually got VW official licensed product stamped on the bottom. So yeah, we've got our first little freebie. Or no, not the first, sorry. The first was the posters, wasn't it? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Probably never get used. It'll go away with all the other mugs that I've got. I've still got the R2D2 mug up there that we got from when I did him. Okay, anyway, the tyre should have had enough time to set. So I'm going to put them away for the moment. This one's of interest. She waved at you. Oh, awesome. I hope you're okay. Kenneth says, I'm still here enjoying my last vacation day off, watching YouTube live streams on YouTube. Awesome. And that's what I pretty much do in my free time. I catch up on YouTube, on the telly. And, you know, I mean, I'm a bit of a theme park enthusiast. So I can't wait to start getting out properly into the theme parks. But it's just, I went to a preview day at Thorpe Park the other day, and it wasn't great. There was a lot of stuff down. Obviously, you know, things happen. And at the moment, we've got this terrible wind and rain, and it's just not fun being in a park. And not to mention, because of health and safety, you know, obviously safety is paramount. The rides don't really operate in high winds, you know, because of the, you know, well, I guess they could stall on the track and stuff. So Yorkshire Crafter says, good evening, everyone. Hi, Julie. Dave Mac Builds says evening to Julie, and Julie says hi to Dave Mac. Lee says hi, everyone. Hi, Lee. How are you? Crafty Chris says good evening, Horlixs and Orange chat. So good evening, Chris. Todd says hey, Julie, Lee, Ian, Dave, Kenneth, Dave, Neil, all the Daves and everyone else. Thank you. Julie says hi to Todd. Steve says hi to Dave Mac, and Lee says hi to Todd. So let's start then. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but step 1 is to retrieve the spare tyre and rim supplied in previous issues and insert the rim into the tyre. Before doing so, consult the technical tip that appears in issue 7, page 26. Well, I'm not going to go back through there. So yeah, let me just open this up. So I've got my tyre in hot water, and that just makes it more malleable to get onto the rim. I'm hoping, yes, it's nice and soft. I'm going to have to work quick. I'm just going to see how soft that is now. It was really, really, really stiff. The last one I was a bit more cautious and didn't have the water too hot, but I've actually just put boiling kettle water in here and it seems to have worked really well. It doesn't melt it or anything. So just make sure this is really dry if you do this tip. And we got this tip from the Routemaster build. It suggested that, but that is really nice and soft. When you first get this, you can hardly crush it. So we're just going to be, hopefully this will go in okay for me. But it is really, really rather difficult sometimes to do this. The first wheel I did, I've really struggled with, but I think we're doing okay. It's on the back, so it's just a case of wiggling that on. Yes, like so. And I'm happy with that. Seems to be sitting on the beads okay. And make sure that's set where you want it, because when this cools down, it will really set it into place. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that is the tyre on the wheel. And that is steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It says rotate the assembly, pressing on the tyre to ensure it's uniformly seated on the rim. So we can do that, but I don't think there's any much need for that because I'm happy with it. Okay, so next we need to take the cab assembly and slide the driver's seat forward. So yeah, indicate some space. So it says, yeah, take the cab assembly, slide the driver's seat forward. So we'll slide that forward, which is on runners, like so. And then lift up the right seat and place the spare wheel in the housing located behind the front seats. So this can pull up. I always hate doing this though, because it doesn't feel, there we go, like it wants to. Yeah, and place the wheel in there and check the spare wheel is correctly positioned in its housing. So, where is my thingamajiggy? Technical term. It's here somewhere. I've got so much stuff on the table. I'm looking for my duster. Tell you what, I'll just use a paintbrush. Just want to get the dust out of there. Before I put the wheel in, and then we're going to place the wheel in, hope you can see, down into there, like so. And that fits nicely. Okay. And then that is the result. Appearance of the cab with the spare wheel installed behind the front seats. So we can now push that back down, push the seat back, and that's hidden the spare wheel in there. You never know it's there. So yeah, this is the part that we did, which is the duplicate. So obviously, yes, so they sent me two. And I didn't even notice. And that is, excuse me, the build for this week. So get the dust off. Obviously, all these parts are still secure and safe that we put on last time. So yeah, this will just go away again. Ready for next week. I'm not actually sure if we're going to be using this for a little while now, because we're going to be working on the engine and stuff. So there we go. Well, I can't actually do anything with that just yet. Hang on. I can now. And then I'll put that all away, ready for next week. So we'll be using that next week. And there we go. That's VW for today. So yeah. Oh. Right, so Neil says hi to Marvel. Hi, Neil. Danno Builds says evening to Chris and Lee. So yeah, Lee says hi to Dave Mac. Lee says good stream, good build, big like. Thank you very much, Lee. Peter Webster says hi, Alex, Chris, Dave Mac, Neil, Steve, Lee, Julie, and Todd. Lee says hi, Peter. Steve says evening to Peter Webster. Peter Webster says hi to Dave S. Crafty Chris says hi to Dave, Matt, and Peter. Lee says nice work. Thank you very much. Peter Webster says hi to Sherry. So hello, Sherry. Peter says hello, Sherry. There you go. Peter says hi to Ian. Steve says, Peter Webster, I see you've got a live stream on the 6th of April on WOM. All thanks now. I'm not sure what that means. WAWOM. Lee says good stream. Dave McBill says good work, Alex. Good, great stream. Thank you very much, Dave. Peter Webster says I'm not on the stream, Dave. And Dave McBill says hi to Peter. So, any updates I've got? Not really. Just that the camper should be okay to carry on. I have a brand new build starting Monday. I was going to be doing it with Geordie Dave because he's knows quite a lot about military stuff. So of course, yeah, I'm doing the Leopard tank. It's not my model. I'm actually building it for Ian over at Power Upgrades. As you can tell by all the branded boxes over here. So I've got the whole lot there ready to go. So I'm really looking forward to the build. I love building stuff, and yeah, Ian's a very busy man, so he enjoys like displaying them and that. So, you know, thank you for the opportunity to let me do that for you. I also am very scared because it's not my model. It's the first one I've done that's not mine. It's just that weird feeling, isn't it? Because when you know, if I build this, if I break something, mess something up, make a mistake, anything like that, it's like, oh well, it's your model. But when it's someone else's model, I mean, I'd say I'm pretty good at, you know, taking my time and sussing things out. I don't go slapdash and start sticking glue everywhere. I think I'm just worrying about nothing. But it's just that sense of feeling, isn't it? Oh, you know, I don't want to mess it up for him. So, you know, it needs to be perfect. But I'm sure it'll be all good. But that'll be coming on Monday at 8 o'clock after the Disney Doll's House. So I'll say Geordie Dave was going to help me, but unfortunately he's had to work or been called into work. So I'll be doing it solo, but he should be joining me the following week. But yeah, we'll have a look over it, see what's what, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be Monday. So new show or build coming to the channel on Monday. Yeah, so tomorrow is Saturday, and we have, hopefully, all being well, we'll have a Bedford to do tomorrow evening. Finishing more of that. As I said, there was supposed to have been one last week. It was mainly my fault. My internet went down here, and I was getting like 0.4 upload and like less than 1 download. It was ridiculous. They're working on the fiber, and they're digging up the road and stuff out here for it again, and I think they must have disrupted the service last week. So most of the day Saturday I couldn't do anything on the internet. I had to use my phone signal, and as it happens, bless him, Dave wasn't feeling too well anyway that day, so we decided not to put the show out. And yeah, but there should be a show tomorrow for the Bedford Wrecker. So I look forward to doing some more on that. What else am I missing? Lee will probably be having a live stream on Sunday at 5. Yeah, we've got Doll's House, Julie and Chris doing Doll's House on Monday at 7. And then Tuesday, Chris will be doing the Eddie Stobart. And yeah, the rest to follow later on as time goes on. So Peter Webster says, good news, Alex. Thank you. Steve131 says, Peter Webster, okay. Peter Webster says, you coward Ian, laugh out loud. Nah, he's a busy man, and he's helping me out. You know, I did say I'd love to do, you know, I love building stuff, and I can't afford. My main thing is, you know, it is sort of a hobby now. It's my new hobby. Like, I've been doing it, what, 6-7 years now. And it's just where I'm in this now situation, in this room and stuff, I've got no room to have any more out. So it's just like, oh, so yeah, that's why it kills 2 birds with 1 stone, really. I get to do a build and do what I love and enjoy. And yeah, Ian's helped me out with that. So amazing. Thank you so much. I've just realised that my bus isn't on. So I'm just going to fire that up. Actually, should I? I don't know. Ian, are you still in there? Oh. As you know, I'm going to give you a little spoiler. With a lot of help from Todd as well. As you know, there will be the Bluetooth mod for the Routemaster coming out shortly. There is a link to sign up if you are interested in one, but it's imminent. It's not going to be too much longer. There's still work going on in the background with it, but you will be notified as soon as it goes live. But with a lot of help with Todd, as well. I've managed to do a proper app. So there you go. And it works. So I'm just going to scan. Bit of a spoiler. Connect to if I can find it. I'm not actually sure if it's on. Hang on. Disconnect. That's why. Sorry. It's because it's connected to the other app. So what you do is you go on here and you can it'll come up Routemaster in the list, and then you click connect. And then it will say connected, and then we push all on, and then our bus comes on. That's all you're seeing. There you go. Bus is now on. We have an app. So that's only for Android at the moment. There's a different option for iOS, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, I couldn't have done that without Todd. Honestly, he's been absolute angel. Honestly, such a nice, helpful guy, and you know, a lot of pulling my hair out. But never mind. It's good. It's done. So I say that's all you're seeing on that. You'll get to see more of that if you're interested in the Routemaster mod. But it does work. Still work. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going off pace. So let me have a look. Did that one. Good stream. I've lost where we were in the chat. Lee says, night everyone, see you on the next one. DS Moms Vintage says, good build, night everyone. Thank you, DS Moms Vintage. Peter Webster says, I ended up getting the wife build my tracks. I got fed up with losing bits. Yeah, I've heard a lot about these tracks, and actually I'm going to need to work out what's what, because I'm sure I've seen, it's near the end, but something to do with the tracks and how many links it's got. I think, doesn't the build come with 82 links or something, and you only put 79 on, or I don't really know. I need to know about that. I need to look up what was what with that. But I think there was something about taking some links out. And of course, I don't want to build it all and then have to take the links out, because it looks like those links are in quite securely, because you have to hammer them in. Lindsay's build says hi to everyone. So hello, Lindsay. Good evening. Peter Webster says hi, Lindsay. Dave McBill says hi, Lindsay. Lee says hi to Lindsay. Lindsay Bill says, I missed the build. Yeah, you did. There wasn't a lot to do. It was just making a wheel. So we put the rubber tyre on the rim. So yeah, that was all we did. Next week's more exciting though, as we start some work on some engine, I think. Todd says, yay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, honestly. Peter Webster says, how did you get on with printing gears for the coaster? Yeah, that's good. So it worked really well off, quieter as well. But as soon as I put it on the track, the material wasn't quite strong enough. So they're being printed in a different type of resin, and then I'll test. And then, yeah. So it's still work in progress. It's still in bits, the train. Lindsay's bill says, I will live hopefully. I'll be live hopefully Thursday next week. Okay. That's nice. Do you know what time? Obviously, we do the crafting quiz at 7. So if it's through there, if it's during that. I probably won't be able to join, but I'm sure I normally catch up anyway. Peter Webster says, Wig, Todd and Alex. Oh, way to go. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to have done it. I mean, I've done a similar one, and when it comes to the actual coding and programming, making it connect to Bluetooth and that, it was like, whew. But Todd was like, yeah, just do this, and I did it, but he was there to help me and tell me what was what and try and get my head around it, and we've come up with a proper app. So Peter Webster says, awesome, Lindsay. And Peter Webster says they say build 80, but only... Oh, they say build 80, but only needed 78. Oh, okay. 78 is the magic number then. Cool. But obviously, I'm going to have to cahoot with Ian on this because obviously it's his tank. There's some upgrades that are optional, so I want to check how he wants to do it and what he wants. It's his build at the end of the day. I'm just building it for him. So, yeah, there'll be a couple of questions as and when during the build I'm going to have to ask him to make a decision on. But we'll go into that. So I've looked at it. There's no instructions as such. It's just pictures. I've actually started printing all the packs off, and it's just pictures. So yeah, we'll get through it. Lindsay says we'll be about 8:30. Okay, so yeah, if you haven't already, check out Lindsay's builds, and yeah, check out some of the content he's got. It's amazing, and yeah, great modeler. So yeah, right, I've rattled on enough. Well, mind you, it's still only 7:30. I've been rattling on. Peter Webster's use the upgrades. Yes, I will be. There's just a couple that it says are optional, like I think the springs, depending on if he's going to go racing it around the dunes or whether he's going to have it on display. I think it says, you know, if you're going to have it on display, use these springs. If you're not, use these springs, that sort of thing for the wheels. But I think that's pretty much the only thing actually that I need to check what he wants with. But yeah, the other upgrades are in there. I've got the pack 13, the little box up on the top there, and that's got like the new circuit boards and the wiring and etc. So that'll all be replaced. But it's nice to have it now because then I won't have to strip back anything because I've got the sheet in there that tells you what pack and stage the upgrade goes with. So I can keep an eye on that, and then we can highlight that as we go through the build. So save backtracking on any of it. So Lee says, night, we'll see you on the next one. Steve131 says night all, and Peter Webster says night, Lee and Steve. So yeah, yeah, if you haven't seen already on my channel, I uploaded an It's Coming video. That's just a little bit of a teaser again for the tank that I'll be doing on Monday. But I will see you tomorrow at 7 for the Bedford up there. So have a good evening, everyone. And have a good weekend, and I will see you later on. I need to find my brand. As you noticed, I've used my original one the last few weeks, just because it's no other reason, but I haven't seen it for a long time. So I will run that again this week, and I will take care and see you later. So bye.